The Sports Report would like to send its condolences out to the family of the Ultimate Warrior. We're going to remember and talk about some of the memories that the Ultimate Warrior gave us next on the Sports Report. Another edition of the Sports Report. We are filming here from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. I'm Paul. Chris is not with us. He's on vacation today. I'm being joined by Ryan and special guest Patrick. Patrick's a good friend of mine here. We're talking Ultimate Warrior, untimely passing after making peace with World Wrestling Entertainment and Vince McMahon. Patrick, I'll start with you. Ultimate Warrior, what kind of memories do you have of him?
Let me tell you something, Daddy. He wasn't always my favorite. Growing up, I was a Hulkamaniac.
Right.
But I'll say this much. That match at WrestleMania 6, when he went over Hogan, I was heartbroken. But that's what it's about. It's about making memories. Whether they're good, whether they're bad, forever, Warrior will live on.
He had some great matches, not only with Hogan, but he had a nice little feud going on with Macho Man Randy Savage, WrestleMania 7, Ryan.
Retirement match.
It was, loser leaves town match, basically.
Yeah.
That match was more remembered for Elizabeth getting back with Macho Man, but yeah, that's another story for another day. And then Ravishing Rick Rude. I mean, he had a series of a couple of great matches with Ravishing Rick Rude.
I agree. Rick Rude's one of my favorites, one of my favorite heels of all time, and Warrior was the perfect contrast.
He made peace with WWE, great Hall of Fame speech.
Scary at the time.
Oh, absolutely.
It was weird. It was scary.
Absolutely. He had his problems though. Was fired like twice.
I think 3 times.
3 times, came back.
Yeah.
They WWE put out a DVD about it, which I thought was a little bit of an injustice. But he drew money though.
He sure did, and that's what you can't argue, really.
I mean, when you have a guy that's a fan favorite that can draw money, I mean, what better superstar to draw money like the Ultimate Warrior?
A superstar, great energy. He gave the fans what they wanted every night that he was in front.
Wasn't always the greatest wrestler.
No.
What are your memories of the Ultimate Warrior?
Probably, I'll take a line either JR or Brooklyn Brawler set it back on the self-destruction of the Ultimate Warrior DVD. His match against Hogan, WrestleMania 6. That's something that you can put on your WrestleMania resume that cannot be replicated.
Right. Probably his greatest match of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
The greatest match of his career.
I agree. After that, the WCW days and whatnot.
Let's not talk about those WCW days because those were not good for Hogan either. And, I mean, it's unfortunate. He made peace. He signed an ambassador contract with WWE.
Multi-year deal. So he would have been around for quite some time.
Did Warrior know he was going out for?
I don't know.
Was that speech?
It is eerie.
It is very eerie.
What did he say? It was
every man's heart beats its final beat,
and every man's lungs breathe
their final breath.
It was
definitely
sounded like regular run of the day Warrior stuff.
But when we first heard it on Monday night, we're thinking to ourselves, "Oh, this is just one of those regular Warrior promos."
It's the stuff his wife wakes up to every day.
Wow.
When I eat my eggs and drink my bacon.
Drink your bacon.
Yes, the Warriors will feel what it means to drink bacon.
I tell you what, he's definitely.
I'm not saying it makes sense, but he got over. He got over.
He made perfect sense at the Hall of Fame, and when you really think about it, his promo that he cut on Monday Night Raw just this past Monday night, it made sense too. Although it was one of those typical Warrior type promos.
Almost too much sense.
In a bad way, and like I said, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I tell you what, a lot of people made reference to it. A lot of folks on Twitter made reference to it. He's going to have some matches up in heaven with some really good stars up there.
Let me tell you something, Daddy. Some of the best of all time. He's going to be be having matches with. I guarantee you that.
It makes you kind of not want to wait to get up there and watch some of this stuff.
Oh man, let me tell you,
Just not anytime soon. No.
Oh, okay.
Just not anytime
you beat me
soon.
you beat me to the punch there, Daddy.
Final thoughts, Ryan, about the Ultimate Warrior. I know we didn't get to talk to you a whole lot. You're kind of quiet
Yep.
today.
Yeah, I started following Warrior probably during '96, or from what I can remember. But thanks to the network and DVDs and Blu-rays, especially go out and buy the Ultimate Warrior collection that just came out on DVD and Blu-ray a few weeks ago. Great collection. He tells his story. You know, he makes everything right.
You have it.
I do have it. I
Okay.
do have it.
That's gonna be my next purchase.
Great collection.
Patrick, final thoughts about the Ultimate Warrior.
God bless you, Jim. We love you. We're going to miss you. Via con Dios.
And again,
Journey.
our condolences out to his family and his two young daughters who made their appearance at the Hall of Fame, and they were beaming from year to year, smiles from year to year, because of their daddy being one of the all-time greats.
He
in
went
the
out the
WWE.
way. He went out the way he wanted to go out.
And he went out the way.
In front of the fans, shaking the ropes, jacking and all. Not face paint, but he was still Warrior. The mask.
Can't always do
Warrior.
the face paint. Can't always do the face paint.
Special thanks to Patrick and Ryan for appearing
Thank you,
today,
Paul.
and
Thank you, Ryan.
special thanks to our cameraman Ed, who's going to make an appearance on our next program.
Dad is one of the all-time greats.
That's awesome, right? For all of us here at the Sports Report, thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.